445-2950 for your quote. Lease congratulates all the area basketball teams and wishes them luck in the playoffs. Lease Plumbing and Excavating.
Pizza, wings, sandwiches, and salads. Go to Potter's Bar and Grill to experience all of the great food they have to offer. Potter's Bar and Grill is located at 304 Morgantown Street in Uniontown. Come for the good food, stay for the good times. Potter's is a family-owned business that has been open since 1950s. So next time you have an empty stomach, call them up for takeout at 724-438-9835 or stop by for a bite to eat and watch live high school basketball all season long at Potter's Bar and Grill.
Looking for the highest quality products at the lowest prices? Shop and save on Walnut Hill in Uniontown has the widest selection of brands and the freshest offerings around. They specialize in your family's grocery needs. Save big and sign up for the Shop and Save Perks card to get money-saving benefits and discounts on gas. Shop and save. Walnut Hill Road, Uniontown, open 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. Working hard to offer you the best at Shop and Save because it's the just right thing to do.
Simon Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Uniontown High School, just about set to go. The Uniontown Red Raiders in their home whites, maroon numbers defending the basket to our right. And Beaver, Steve, a lot of maroon and white tonight. They're away maroons with white numbers defending the basket to our left. Referees here tonight, Nick Pavlicek, Bill Beener, and Brad Yeoman.
Veteran crew and
yes.
Playoff basketball. We got the best officials out. And these guys usually do a pretty good job.
Again, it's Perkins, Lewis, Sykes, Curry, Jones, and Uphold on the Uniontown side. Sawyer, Butler, Santiago, Higgs, Hill, and Ziggis for the Beaver Bobcats. And again, the two guys I think to watch for Beaver, Steve, Charlie Higgs, 23, their leading scorer, averaging 11.1 points a game. And Sawyer Butler, he's only a sophomore, averages over 9 points a game. He's hit a team-high 15 threes on the season. Beaver, a pretty good free throw shooting team at 68.9%. That's been Uniontown's bugaboo on the season, at only 51%, 103 of 203.
Yeah, Brian, I did get confirmation, and you could tell, I don't know if you were paying attention during the introductions, but the fans underneath the basket to our left, all 15 of them are all from Beaver. So
okay.
We're able to get some fans in, which is nice.
Ziggis and Lewis take the opening tap, and the Red Raiders win it back to Curry Jones, edge of the zone here on the near side as Sawyer Butler comes up to defend him. Off to Damar Lewis up top. Try to fire a pass down low, and right to Charlie Higgs. Higgs saying thank you very much there, and the Bobcats on the switch up to Sawyer Butler. Watched there by Tanner Uphold. Uphold missed Uniontown's game last Tuesday on the road at Yock, but he's back in the lineup again. The Red Raiders expected to bring Curry Jones off the bench. Will turn and shoot, and a pretty move and a finish there for Charlie Higgs as the Bobcats strike first, leading 2-0.
Interesting, the Bobcat players are wearing masks. Now, some of them have them down below their chin, which doesn't really do much good, but they have them on.
It's a school rule in the district up at Beaver. Here's Lewis, thought about the three in the corner in front of the Bobcats bench. Goes cross-court near side over to Uphold on the wing. Touch there from Sykes. Up top again, Curry Jones. And now Sykes again. The Red Raiders haven't played since last Tuesday. They were scheduled to play Laurel Highlands here on Thursday. That game got canceled, and of course will not be made up. Here's Lewis on the far wing. Little hop step, pulled it over to Sykes, who's trying to save it, but ruled out of bounds here by Billy Beener on the near side. And the Bobcats will take over, and it seems like early on, old jitters on the Uniontown side.
That's a break for the Red Raiders that they called that out of bounds, because that would have been a layup for Butler, who was going uncontested down the floor.
Here's Sawyer Butler back across, picked up there by Uphold, trying to come free off a screen, working left of the lane. Now takes it back outside the arc, switches up top with Charlie Higgs, working here on Lewis, comes inside, puts it off the glass, shot attempt no good, battle for the rebound, and Perkins able to poke it out there to Curry Jones in transition, out on the wing to Lewis, comes near baseline, nothing there, pulls back outside the arc, holds now here on the wing, and switches back here with Curry Jones. And watched by Sawyer Butler as Beaver extends that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, well, they extend it a little bit, but it's in there pretty tight. They're kind of cutting off the middle lane, and a lot of traffic in the middle.
Here's Uphold looking for room on the far side. Nothing there. Out to Lewis, and Lewis right of the lane. Lost the handle out of bounds. And back over to Beaver. So Uniontown having trouble getting things started here tonight. We've played just over 2 minutes, and the Beaver Bobcats, who entered this game 1-16, off to a 2-0 lead over Uniontown. Here's Sawyer Butler back across. Butler right of the lane, scooping it up off the mark there, and Damar Lewis. The rebound for Uniontown running back. Damar here on the near wing. Comes down deep, flips it out to Curry Jones. Back to Damar in the corner. And now he'll pull it back out to the wing. He was fronted there by Tyler Ziggis. Curry Jones and Lewis play catch. Now Lewis launches a three off the mark and coming down free on the offensive rebound. Brian Sykes lays it up and in to tie this game up at 2.
Sykes, right place, right time. Just snuck in there, got the rebound, put it right back up.
Butler brings it across. Higgs posts up, back out to Butler for 3 out the back iron, no good. Same team there on the rebound as Lewis takes it away from teammate Brian Sykes. Brought across from Curry Jones. Got to fire a pass into Perkins. Second time the Red Raiders have tried that. It's not there, and it's picked out by Charlie Higgs. Back to Butler. 3 on the way up top, rattles out. Underneath the rebound, pulled down there by Curry Jones.
Hey, you wonder what Curry Jones was thinking there, throwing that ball right in all the traffic.
Here's Lewis coming near baseline, bouncing it out to Uphold 3 on the way, off the mark there from Tanner. And underneath, another rebound pulled down by Beaver's Charlie Higgs. Off to Butler, across here on the near side of Tyler Ziggis. Comes near baseline and gets the basket and 1. Foul will get called there on Perkins, and Ziggis gives Beaver a 4-2 lead over Uniontown here at the 4:40 mark of the first.
Well, the Red Raiders fighting nerves right now, Brian. Like you said, they look a little unsettled. Offensively, I got to believe, though, if once it settles in, they probably should have the upper hand.
Ziggis for the season just 53% from the foul line, 16 of 30, and misses this free throw. One of the few Bobcats that doesn't have a high free throw percentage. Mostly everyone else on the team, Steve, over 70%. Uphold over to Lewis, high on the left. Uniontown the basketball, down 2 at 4-2. Here the 4:24 mark of the opening quarter. Curry Jones in the corner, up top Lewis. Near side Uphold, back to Damar. Gets around Santiago, comes inside, and again the Red Raiders turn it over. That interior pass not there tonight, and 3 times we've seen the Red Raiders cough it up. Here's Sawyer Butler back on the other side now for the Bobcats. Trying to work around Uphold. Comes inside. Shot with the left hand. Drops for Butler. And the Bobcats off to a 6-2 lead over Uniontown.
The Red Raiders got to settle down. Again, offensively, against the zone that's getting packed in the middle. The Beaver Bobcats taking away that interior passing game, and everything's on the outside, and they are just not comfortable. These hit some shots. There
That's
you go.
going to help the cause there as Tanner Uphold sends in the 3. So Uphold pulls the Red Raiders back to within 1, and that's going to be the way that Beaver's going to play. Steve, you might want to bring Evan Townsend in. Of course, he's been electric from the outside, leading the Red Raiders to 15 made threes on the season. He's actually getting set to check in at the next whistle along with Bakari Wallace. Beaver the basketball in a 6-5 lead over Uniontown. Nice feed down to Butler. Got rejected by Lewis, who put it off the glass, but the Bobcats keep it alive. Higgs for 3 up top, off the front of the rim, no good. And Damar Lewis, the rebound there for Uniontown.
Ooh, that was almost a backcourt violation.
Uphold again, same spot on the wing. Good look, in and out. Offensive rebound goes to Sykes down low, and he'll float it up and in. And just like that, Uniontown in the lead. It's 7-6. 2:55 left here in the first. Haven't been a lot of stoppages so far. Santiago pulling out again to Higgs. Watched there by Lewis, and that pass actually thrown right between Lewis's legs. And Higgs able to get it back again. Has a seam, comes inside, a lot of contact, no foul call. Ball just rolled out of bounds off of Higgs and out and back over to Uniontown. And in come both Evan Townsend and Bakari Wallace.
And Joshua Hill comes in the game, and he's a reserve, but averages 7.6 a game, so he can score.
Sebastian Hill's brother. Sebastian averages 7.8. Now a little full court pressure here out of the Bobcats, and the Red Raiders having a little trouble here. Sykes in the backcourt, across here to Uphold, near side Lewis. Holds here on the wing, comes inside and floats one up. Shot attempt no good, but he draws the foul. 2 free throws upcoming here for Damar.
Go, Damar.
I believe that's on number 23 if they post it.
That'll be Higgs.
Yeah, that's Higgs. First foul.
Only had 1 on each side so far. The only Uniontown foul called on Christian Perkins. And now Lewis at the foul line, just 42% on the season, 27 of 64. First of 2 here, good for Damar. And the Red Raiders on top 8-6 here at the 2:25 mark of the first. Again, the winner to take on Montour on the road Thursday night at 6 o'clock. Of course, we were at that complex last year, Steve. Pretty nice gym out there at Montour. And the Red Raiders played Ambridge there in that Sunday tournament game.
Yeah. That was the day we found out about Kobe.
Yes.
That was kind of a weird day.
Lewis's second free throw good. Red Raiders on top 9-6. So Uniontown looking good once they've gotten things settled down. High pass brought down by Ziggis. Back up top here to Charlie Higgs. Switches back with Sawyer Butler. Takes the long three and swishes it in. Big shot there from Sawyer Butler. His 16th made three of the season. Ties this game up at 9. Here at the 2:06 mark of the opening quarter. Here's Lewis back for Uniontown. Fronted there by Joshua Hill. Pulls it back to Brian Sykes, and now Lewis again. Near wing, Bakari Wallace. He'll take a three, and it's going to go over the glass and out of play and back over to the Beaver Bobcats. You wonder how comfortable is Bakari out there. You mentioned, Steve, that ankle brace on the left ankle. Had a calf injury earlier on in the season, and now bothered by this ankle ailment as the Red Raiders show a little 2-2-1 pressure here in the backcourt. Beaver able to float it across here to Ziggis, and Ziggis underneath puts it over the shoulder, up and in, and the Bobcats back in the lead at 11-9. 1:40 left here in the opening quarter. Curry Jones back across for the Red Raiders, over to Lewis. Thought about the three, now sends it down inside. Uphold got rejected. Down the blocks by Sebastian Hill. Ball comes loose, and finding it there again is Charlie Higgs, who brings it across. Over to Hill on the far wing, back between the circles to Sawyer Butler. Butler posting up here to Higgs. And here's Higgs spinning on the inside. Tough shot, couldn't get it to go. Put back, no good. Ziggis, and underneath Lewis pulls down the rebound for Uniontown. Off to Curry Jones and across. Far wing, Evan Townsend. Now Curry Jones again. Like to see Townsend get some open looks here, Steve. And it's floated back to Curry Jones. In the corner to Townsend. He'll fire there and hit the three. There you go. Evan Townsend rattling in another three. That's his 16th made three of the season. And Uniontown back in the lead at 12-11. It's amazing, Steve, what a spark plug he's been from outside the arc.
Yeah, he's doesn't get a lot of looks, but when he does, he seems to make them.
He might be 50% from outside the three-point arc. So consistent out there, Evan Townsend. We're already down to 30 seconds left here in the opening quarter. This game's been moving along quickly. Only a couple of whistles.
Like a hockey game.
Yes. Uniontown leading by one. Expect the Bobcats to take this one down here in the opening quarter. Up top, Joshua Hill, down to 13 seconds left. Watch there by Townsend, bouncing it off to his right to Charlie Higgs. Lewis on him, trying to come free off a screen, down to 5 seconds left. Back over to Hill. Hill in a little bit of trouble, gets out of it. Over to his brother, that's Joshua Hill for three. His time expires, no good, off the front of the rim. So after 1 quarter of play, it's Uniontown 12 and Beaver 11. We're back with the second quarter in 60 seconds here on the CR Brada Group High School Sports Night.
This is Gary Sisson from Sisson Pre-Owned. If you're looking for a great used car at a great price, give us a call at 724-438-2819 or visit us on the web at SissonPreowned.com. During these trying times, we are doing everything 100% online, from financing to virtual walkarounds and home delivery. Visit us on the web at SissonPreowned.com or give us a call, 724-438-2819.
Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox would like to wish the Uniontown Red Raiders and Laurel Highlands Mustangs the best of luck in the WPIAL playoffs and in all their future endeavors. As the Uniontown City Police Chief, Jason Cox is happy to see the Uniontown and Laurel Highlands student-athletes working hard on and off the court. Go Red Raiders and Mustangs from Uniontown City Police Chief Jason Cox.
Brian Rozak and Steve Subrick back here at Uniontown High School after 1 quarter of play. It's the Red Raiders 12, Bobcats 11. Beaver moving left to right as we describe it here in the second quarter. And they made a few changes as well. Santiago back in along with Alex Tomalski. The first time we've seen Alex in the game. 6'1" sophomore. Tomalski wearing number 22. Joshua Hill has it now off to his brother Sebastian. Now Joshua again on the far wing. Sebastian, another touch from the corner as those two play catch, and now a little contact there on Perkins. And the Hills continue to play catch as Joshua comes far baseline. Shot attempt no good, but a foul call. They might get Perkins again underneath.
Yeah, they do. And it was pretty good defense by Perkins. Hill was driving in and had some speed, and Sykes was over there helping out, and he laid it up in, and it looked like they blocked it off the bottom of the backboard.
Josh Hill, 83% so far in the season, only 6 of 7 from the free throw line, makes the first of 2 free throws here. Again, Beaver as a team, 82 of 119. Coming into this game, 68.9%. That made free throw from Hill ties this game up at 12. Second free throw, good again from Joshua Hill. And the Bobcats now a 13-12 lead over Uniontown here at the 7:25 mark of the opening quarter. Rod back across from Sykes, floats it up, no good underneath. Josh Hill, another rebound there for Beaver, and a little contact in the backcourt and a foul called here on the Red Raiders.
That's going to probably go on Sykes or possibly Wallace. They throw it on Wallace.
His first, team third.
Surprisingly, they bring Wallace in the game, and nothing against Wallace, but why wouldn't you bring Townsend in, who has not missed, it seems like, from three-point range in the second half of the season?
He's been very consistent from outside the arc. Ryan Noel also in the game for Beaver, wearing number 30. He has it right now, pulls it out to Joshua Hill. Back up top now to Sebastian Hill. We'll switch back here to Santiago, trying to come inside to Tomowski, and a steal. And racing back, Bakari Wallace. That's what he does, Stu. The dribble drive back and the finish. Bakari Wallace, his first 2 off the bench, and the Red Raiders back in the lead at 14-13. And Beaver trying to go a little bit too quickly here. That one going off of Tomowski and out, and back over to Uniontown. Bakari, just that little spark plug off the bench, Steve, creating those turnovers.
Yeah,
came back with an uncontested layup.
Good defense. Might have got away with a little bit of a push and foul, a hack on the arm, but kind of a little bit of street ball, and they just let him play, and Wallace gets the layup.
Lewis coming near baseline, and Damar got blocked and fouled, so we'll have 2 free throws upcoming. 6:27 left before halftime. The Red Raiders up 14-13 over Beaver. Brian Morozak along with Steve Supert. Billy Dice behind the camera on the Triple I High School Sports Network, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Uniontown Hospital studios.
And you feel a little bit of a momentum shift in this game right now in favor of the Red Raiders.
It's been tight so far, and Damar Lewis continues to hit free throws for Uniontown. Came in just 42%. He's 3 of 3 from the foul line. Uniontown up 2 at 15-13. That last foul going on Tomowski, his first, team second.
I could hear Mr. Nesser screaming at the radio right now, Brian. I know you got to say it.
Now Lewis, his second free throw, good again. He's 4 of 4 from the foul line. The Red Raiders lead by 3 at 16-13. Here's Ryan Noel bringing it back across on the far wing to Joshua Hill, working here on Josh Curry-Jones. Hill up top, lost the dribble, needs a little help, gets it there from Charlie Higgs, Beaver's leading scorer. Little dump down pass, turn and shoot, no good there. Tyler Ziggis, and the rebound popped around, and then controlled there by Bakari Wallace again. And they're going to get Noel here on a little foul in front of the Beaver bench. Hold there on Wallace. First on Noel, 3rd team foul on the Bobcats. And Damar will trigger it in front of the Beaver bench. Into Curry-Jones, picked up there by Santiago. Over to Damar, now Curry-Jones again outside the arc as those two play catch. Damar now has it on the far wing, goes cross court near side of the high lob, pass over to Brian Sykes. Up top again, Curry-Jones. Sykes touched off there to Perkins in the corner. Curry-Jones again into Wallace, tough shot, and it spins out for Bakari Wallace. Rebound pulled down by Tyler Ziggis. Off to Charlie Higgs and across. 5:32 left before halftime. Bobcats the basketball down 3. On the inside, Higgs lost the handle, able to poke it back to Santiago. Near side to Tyler Ziggis, and now Santiago again up top. And big time collision. Wow. Don't want to see Bakari going down. We'll see who the foul's called on. Might go on Bakari.
Sykes probably.
Does go on Sykes. His first, team 4th. Now Uphold into the game, replacing Sykes.
Santiago goes out for Beaver. He took a pretty nasty fall there, big collision.
Got Sawyer Butler back in. Again, he's dangerous from outside the arc. Gets it off the inbounds pass. Over to Noel, who launches the 3. And a high arcing shot goes down there a little long, too. Foot on the line for Ryan Noel, but it pulls the Bobcats back to within 1 at 16-15 or the 5:03 mark of the second quarter.
Yeah, Billy Beaner, the official, was right on top of it. We had his back was to us, so we had we couldn't see his toes. They were right in line with our view.
Here's Curry Jones kicking it out to Uphold. He's been hot from outside the arc. Sawyer Butler on him, touched off to Bakari. Top again, Curry Jones. Thought about the three, sends it off to Lewis. He'll fire from the far wing. Off the mark, rebound goes out of bounds, off of Beaver and out. And will stay with Uniontown in the Bobcat zone. Another change here for Uniontown. Wallace out and Sykes in.
You got your original starting five in for the...
Curry Jones, high lob, brought down by Lewis. Back out to Sykes, three on the way, no good. Perkins fighting for the rebound, but ripped away by Joshua Hill, who hands off to Sawyer Butler. He'll bring it across. Far wing again, Josh Hill. Kicked in the corner, playing catch there with Ryan Noel. And Noel coming off of that long two on the last Beaver possession. Bobcats down one at 16-15 midway through the second quarter. A little drive from Sawyer Butler, far wing it in, and he draws the foul.
That's going to be on Sykes. That'll be his second real quick.
And Butler, Steve, 16 of 20 from the free throw line this season, 80%. He's been consistent. Averages just over 9 points a game. First of two here, good for Butler. Getting a friendly bounce out the front of the rim and in.
Yes, they list him as a sophomore, 5'6", and he looks like he could be a freshman or an eighth grader out there. He looks kind of a little skinny.
But he plays well, though.
Yeah, he just looks, he's small.
And he's got game. Second of two free throws, good again for Sawyer Butler. He has 7 of Beaver's 17 so far. Bobcats back up one at 17-16. Lewis across on the far side, Evan Townsend over to Uphold, back up top again to Damar. Thought about the three, kicks it over to Townsend. They'll have to get him spotted up again. And now Damar again between the circles. Near side, Curry Jones. He'll fire the three, short, Bakari Wallace. Big rebound, fights back inside and draws the foul. So give Wallace a lot of credit, Steve. Banged up, but not afraid to go crashing in after the loose ball. He'll have a pair of free throws upcoming as that foul posted on Joshua Hill. His first, team fourth. And Wallace has missed the last 4 games for Uniontown. 52% for the season from the free throw line. 12 of 23 and misses on the first of 2 here.
And those passes that they've been throwing over to Townsend, Brian, lobbing it over top of the zone, not what probably Coach K would want, at least not what I would want. You'd want a little bit more of a bounce pass or a little bit of a quick chest pass to get him the ball and with time to shoot.
Bakari missed both free throws. They called a jump ball after the second miss, and the possession arrow goes to Uniontown.
But they lob it over there like that, Brian. The defense knows he's a three-point shooter. They're right on top of him by the time he catches the ball.
Here's Curry Jones off the inbounds pass. Lewis open in the corner, off the mark on the three. And look out, here's Sawyer Butler back in transition. Outlet pass forward on the finish from Tyler Ziggis. 6 from Ziggis, and the Bobcats now up 3 at 19-16. 3:35 left before halftime.
And the longer this goes, with Butler hanging in there.
Townsend for 3 in the tie. Good look. It rattles out. And underneath, Uphold found the rebound and got fouled.
That's going to be on Noel again. And what I was going to say, Brian, the longer this goes with Beaver hanging in there, it just won a 1-16 team is just gaining confidence by the minute. And the Red Raiders got to be starting to feel a little bit of pressure.
Lone Win came over Hopewell. That was a non-shooting foul. 5th team foul on the Bobcats, and here's Lewis again up top. Lewis driving it from the far side, lost the handle. They're going to call a charge there on Damar. Brad Yeoman right on that one. First on Lewis, 6th team foul on the Red Raiders. And Beaver gets the basketball back, leading by 3 at 19-16. It'll be Sawyer Butler bringing it across here for the Bobcats. They'll get picked up here by Uphold, bounced off on the far wing to Joshua Hill. Hill thought about the interior pass, will work off to his right between the circles. Up top again to Butler here on the switch. Sawyer Butler left of the lane, coming inside, shot with the left hand, drops for Sawyer Butler. 9 of the 21 for the Bobcats, who now lead by 5 at 21-16. 2:45 left before halftime. The Raiders in a little trouble here, Steve, in the second quarter. Townsend over to Wallace, coming near baseline. Bakari leaning and making. Makari Wallace with 4. Red Raiders back to within 3, down 21-18.
That's a welcome addition for Coach K and the Red Raiders. Get Wallace back in there, a little bit of offensive punch.
3-point lead for the Bobcats, and Butler from the elbow pulls it back up top. Touch from Higgs on the switch back there with Noel, and now Sawyer Butler again. Fronted there by Uphold. Bounces it off there to Ziggis. Out again to Butler on the far side. 2:07 left before halftime. Butler comes far baseline, resets back up top. Josh Hill trying to work here on Townsend, and here's a steal from Makari Wallace. 2-on-1 coming back. Makari takes it himself, trying to throw it over the shoulder. Couldn't get it to go, but on the follow, Damar Lewis gets the basket and one. First field goal of the game for Damar. Gives him 6. He was 4 for 4 from the free throw line. Make there from Damar pulls the Red Raiders back to within 1. They can tie things up here at the foul line.
And again, another just a big play by Wallace to tip that ball away from the Beaver Bobcats and just tip it and get down the court. Missed the layup, but like you said, Lewis there to clean it up.
Damar to tie this game up at 21, and this free throw rattles out. First missed free throw for Damar. Red Raiders, though, missed 3 in a row after Wallace missed 2 consecutive free throws. Uniontown down 1 at 21-20, 1:40 left before halftime. Another turnover. Forced there by Perkins, who's in trouble, needs help. Floats it off to Damar Lewis. And brought across on the far side, who fires a pass down low, and Sykes comes free and gives Uniontown the lead back at 22-21. Brian Sykes now with 6. Good transition play there, Steve, out of the Red Raiders.
Yeah, just good defense. They're forcing Butler, Beaver into some tough shots now.
A little dump down, trying to use the glass there. Miss from Charlie Higgs. And the rebound brought down by Damar. Over to Curry Jones and across. Josh Curry Jones up top. Damar near wing.
A 6-0 run right now. It was, 21-16 at one point.
Red Raiders just holding right now. 50 seconds left before halftime. Damar up top. Red Raiders lead by 1. Damar leaning. A little bit of contact. Which way is it going to go? And it's going to be a charge there on Damar.
Yep, out of control. A little out of control. You got to be careful, Brian. He just cannot. He's got, he leans in, especially when you put your back to the defender and then kind of knock him over. That's,
Second charge of the quarter on Damar. And the Bobcats get it back with 45 seconds left before halftime. Damar heads to the bench. You have Perkins, Wallace, Townsend, Curry Jones, and Uphold out there for the Red Raiders as Sawyer Butler brings it across. Off to Josh Hill, back up top again to Charlie Higgs. And at 32 seconds left before halftime. And Higgs just going to hold here for Beaver. They might take this all the way down, Steve.
Well, it appears that that's what he's going to do.
Higgs just holding high on the left. This first half has just flown by. Beaver down 1. We haven't had a timeout called on either side. And down to 8 seconds left here in the quarter. Charlie Higgs up top. Trying to work here on Perkins. Says it's go time. Sends it off to his right to Ziggis. Little spin move and got stripped as time expires. So we'll go to halftime with Uniontown leading by 1 at 22-21. We'll get a quick Davis & Davis halftime coaching interview with Uniontown assistant Ware Gladman, brought to you by Davis & Davis, attorneys at law, helping local people with their legal matters since 1976. And Coach Gladman, a pretty good game so far.
Yeah, thank you. Real good. But I think going back in the first quarter, the first couple minutes, I think we had a couple 4 turnovers. I think